Hey, Kaylin, you want mayonnaise on your sandwich? How about mustard? What's up, guys? Christian Hanna Horror here. Welcome to another episode of Surviving the Sequels. Today we're talking about one of the most important horror movie sequels in history, Halloween 2. And we're obviously talking about the 1981 Halloween 2. So let's give you 5 reasons why you need to watch this movie. Are you ready? Reason number 1. Alan Howarth, one of the most unsung heroes in the John Carpenter world in the 80s music department. Alan Howarth, when John Carpenter got to Halloween 2, he was getting real busy. He was working on projects like The Thing. He was pre-productioning. He was doing all kinds of stuff. He was a big star at this point. So John Carpenter started looking for a partner to aid in the music department for his movies, specifically Halloween 2. And when Alan Howarth came in, he said, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But let's add a little layer to this soundtrack. The soundtrack for Halloween 2 is probably my all-time favorite Halloween soundtrack. It's the same exact soundtrack as the first one, but with a gothic layer added. And I gotta be honest, it fits so perfectly. It's creepier, it's scarier, it's more foreboding to me. I don't know. The original is great and it can't be touched, but honestly, the soundtrack to Halloween 2, that added organ stuff, it is fantastic. So Alan Howarth, the unsung hero, and you're gonna get recognized today as one of the reasons why you need to watch Halloween 2 next. The second reason you need to watch Halloween 2 is one, Dick Warlock. It's no surprise that Dick Warlock is a fan favorite. What's really interesting though is that Deborah Hill wasn't a big fan of him, which is interesting because quite honestly, one of the most intense Michael Myers in terms of appearance and walk had to have been Dick. Dick had a specific vibe to him that never was duplicated in any of the Halloween movies ever again. One of his biggest traits in the movie is the breathing that he does is fantastic. Another thing that I'm really starting to like about Dick Warlock is the way he shaped the mask. Apparently this was the same exact mask used from the first Halloween, but it looks nothing the same because Dick Warlock has a wide face and Nick Castle had a really thin, long face, so it looked like a completely different mask. But Dick Warlock looks more demonic. The way he shapes out that Michael Myers mask, he looks more evil, just more of a presence. I don't know. I really like Dick Warlock's Michael Myers, and he does not disappoint in this movie. It's a shame he wasn't brought back to do another Halloween, but in this Halloween he reigns supreme. The third reason you guys need to watch Halloween 2 is a continuing story. And when I say continuing, I don't just mean that it takes place after Halloween 1. I mean it takes place immediately after Halloween 1. I can't really tell you a whole lot of movies that I've seen do this. I mean, it literally goes from the next second to Halloween 2, which is really a challenging thing when you think about it because there was like 3 years between these movies, so to really make it feel like it happens a breath later was going to be pretty tough. They really make you feel like this movie happened a second after the first. We're going to start skipping years in later sequels in the Halloween movies, and it can get a little bit aggravating and jarring, but for a continuing story and people that like continuing stories, this movie will not disappoint because, as I said, it takes place a second later. Fourth reason you need to watch Halloween 2 is the great Donald Pleasence. His character of Dr. Loomis is back, and it's pretty evident that one of the most beloved characters in the entire Halloween franchise, if not the most loved, is Donald Pleasence. Dr. Loomis is one of the most legendary characters in horror movie history, and his portrayal of Dr. Loomis in this movie gets even better. There's another layer to the character. He's persistent. Dr. Loomis doesn't quit, and Dr. Loomis is not scared of Michael. I think that's one reason we all love Dr. Loomis so much. He will find Michael, and he will track him down no matter what. What's interesting about his character is any other doctor you would think would just say, well, this is not my responsibility, you know, I did what I could, but Dr. Loomis feels responsible for everybody around him and their safety, and he's not stopping. That's one thing I really like about Dr. Loomis. He cares about everybody. He wants to get Michael off the streets. Donald Pleasence is one of the most beloved actors in the Halloween franchise, and his character is beloved by every horror movie fan I've ever met. There's a reason this guy made it to every other sequel until he unfortunately passed away, because his character is that awesome in these movies, and quite honestly, they make these movies. Without Dr. Loomis, I don't know how good Halloween would be. And the fifth reason you need to watch Halloween 2 And to me, the most important reason, although some hardcore Halloween fans may not agree with this, but for me, it's the gore. Now, while the first Halloween was very unique in that it showed no gore at all, I like that in Halloween 2, they turned that volume knob up a little bit. But it's classy gore. It's not just cheap kills. Michael Myers puts needles in people's eyes, he puts them in really hot tubs and burns their skin off. He does some incredible stuff. But one of my favorite kills in the franchise is in the beginning of the movie, when he goes up to the girl and gets her right in the chest, but you see his eyes through the mask. It's not really just about the gore. It's really about the psychology of that kill. It's really horrifying because you're seeing the first instance of a real person in that mask. Granted, they took his mask off in the first one, but you didn't really get to see much of his expression. In this movie, you get to see Michael as he's killing. It's almost like a shark when he goes to bite somebody. His eyes roll over white and he comes to life. Well, in Halloween 2, Dick Warlock kills it in this movie, and that's my favorite scene. But there's a lot of great kills in this movie, and they're thought out and nice. They're not just boom to the chest. So Halloween 2 has some of the best gore and kills I've ever seen. 5 reasons you guys need to watch Halloween 2. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video have seen Halloween 2, but if you haven't, this is a fan favorite for a reason. Halloween 2 does not disappoint and doesn't let up. Legacy of this movie has lived on for a long time, and it's easy to say that it's going nowhere fast. Plus, the artwork for Halloween 2 is great too, so that's a bonus reason. Alright guys, that's 5 reasons you need to watch Halloween 2. Please tell me reasons you love this movie. Be sure you hit that bell to be notified every time I upload. Please subscribe, and give this video a like if you enjoy these sequels. Also, drop a comment below and tell me which movie you'd like me to do. Until next time, this is Christian Hanna Horror saying go watch Halloween 2.